Has the Daytona 500 lost its weight? Is the Daytona 500 now a complete luck show? Let's talk about it. My name's Lucas TA. I'm wearing an awesome old school Ward Burton shirt. Check it out. It's fucking sweet. It's a little tight on me, but it's fine. It's fine. It'll do. Let's get into this. I've followed NASCAR for a long time. If you want to learn about my credibilities, go follow on Mustard Cats on all of our social medias, specifically YouTube, but just go follow us on all of our social medias. You can find out more there. This Daytona 500 solidified everything that every NASCAR fan should know by now. And if you haven't, I'm here to help. This race has nothing to do with the fact that William Byron won for the second time in a row. William Byron's a great racer. It has come down to this is a complete crap show race. It doesn't matter, if you have the best car, the best team, you execute everything properly, but then you get caught up in the wreck, whatever. That's always happened. That's happened over many years. Many years. Look back at it. I get that. But here's the issue. This is the issue and 110% the issue. The car and the package. Both of those are depicted on NASCAR. NASCAR decides what package they will run. NASCAR also built this car specifically. The person everyone should be mad at is NASCAR. Fix your problem, and guess what? The Daytona 500 will be the great race it was. It's not like that. It has not. Just look back at all the winners, and this is not a dig on all these racers. We had William Byron this year. William Byron the week before, the year before. We had Ricky Stenhouse Jr. before that. We had Austin Cindric before that. Then we had Michael McDowell before that. And then you go to 2020 when Denny Hamlin won two in a row. Arguably, Denny Hamlin is one of the great plate racers, just along with Joey Logano. And I don't like Joey Logano, but Joey Logano can fucking race a super speedway. Yeah, he did make a bonehead move in this race. I did not watch all this race. I watched the first 11 laps, shut it off, went and did my own fucking thing with my family, and then came back, and luckily I got to see the last, 7 laps. But don't worry, I informed myself on everything in between there, and I saw all the wrecks, everything I needed to watch. That is the point. The point is, I, as a person watching these races, don't need to watch the whole fucking thing. That doesn't, how is that a great race then? How is this a great race if I can just watch the first 11 laps, skip the middle, and then be there at the end? Riddle me that, Riddler. Doesn't work like that. That's not how a race is great. Look at the Indianapolis 500. Yeah, there's some boring spots, but you know what? It's pretty even keel through the whole thing. And there's no this random, like, oh, you're going to get a wreck. There's none of that. None of it. Not at all. And let's get back to the point. It's this car. This car is complete ass. First of all, they're running 510 horsepower. That does not need to happen. Bring the horsepower down for super speedways. You're gonna be like, oh no, don't do that. Do it. They used to do it back in the day. Do it. Also, stop with this downforce package that is so fucking like a parachute. When you step out of line, it's like, enough with that. Look at a series that arguably they have in their back pocket that they can just look at. Xfinity. Beautiful car, beautiful package. You have everything you need right there. And I would love for you to just take that car, but you don't have to. You can take similarities from it. Stop making this huge wing on the back. Stop putting all this downforce so when you come out of the fucking right behind someone, it's like. And the only way you get runs is when someone starts pushing the shit out of you and you run right in the back of them. That's why we're getting all these wrecks. Don't get me wrong, I like a good freaking big wreck. I used to enjoy going to Daytona and Talladega because of big wrecks. And it was like, cool, this is the one time I can see a big wreck. It's inevitable now. It's all the time. Like watching the 2001 Talladega race back in 2001 when Bobby Hamilton won that race and there was no cautions. I didn't get done with that race and was like, that was a terrible race. I didn't get to see the car. I didn't get to see anyone wreck. No, it was a fun race. Ward Burton even actually he went a lap down or something, and he was in the pack, but he wasn't even eligible to win. And I still enjoyed that race. So everyone talking about anything that incorporates wrecks, excitement, sit down. Just sit down and be quiet. Your talk means nothing. Fix the package. Fix this car. The flips, I got an easy one for you. See how it's all flat on the bottom? Like a airplane wing? I don't know. Every time I've been on a plane, we take off, you know, Wing. Look at my arms. They're pretty flat. Going 200 miles. If I was going 200 miles an hour, I'd probably fly off for a little bit. Get rid of it. I get back in the early gen, we didn't have a flat bottom. People still flip. You're always going to flip. You're going to flip no matter what. You're going almost 200 miles an hour. Hello, you're going to flip. It's inevitable. But it's pretty consistent now. Get rid of the flat bottom, at least for the super speedways. It's pretty simple, pal. These are simple fixes and simple thought processes. And you for sure have the damn money to go do it. And if you don't, invest. Because guess what? That'd be a great investment. Because then guess what? You just improved your racing quality. And you know what happens when you have good racing quality, good racing in general? Your numbers will rise. They will. I guarantee it. But this luck shit is tiresome. I am 100% fine with them getting rid of Daytona 500 being a crown jewel event. It's a joke. The only reason people are excited for it is because we haven't had NASCAR for 2 months, so I need to watch something. It's a joke, man. It's a joke, joke, joke. And I'm tired of it. I want to see the best driver or best team win. And I'm not saying it has to be that best person, because I would arguably say Joey Logano probably had the best car of everyone. But in every single race prior to this, a Denny Hamlin, a Kurt Busch, a Denny Hamlin before that, a Joey Logano, a Dale Jr., and I can't scroll any farther because I took a screenshot of this. Those were all not maybe the best car, but top 5 best car, top 3 best cars. Then we obviously had Austin Dillon in 2018. Snuck in there, won. I would even go up to 2021 when Michael McDowell snuck in there and won. It wasn't the best car. Wasn't I wouldn't even say he was probably top 3. He was probably top 5. So maybe we interloped him in there, but he won off of Joey Logano and Brad Keselowski pissing fight, which is fine with me. I don't have an issue with that. I don't have an issue with someone winning the Great American Race off of a little bit of luck every once in a while. But if we're going to put this thing up on this pedestal of the greatest race, everyone wants to win it. It'll change your life. Sit down. Yeah, your name will be announced as the Daytona 500. But you know what? Anytime I hear someone that they're a Daytona 500 champion now, honestly, in the last 6, 7 years, even though some of those people I just named off, but Denny Hamlin was already established before that, I'm like, cool. Like Austin Cindric, he's a good super speedway racer, but honestly, in the Xfinity, he was. So I guess I could lump him in there. He has shown some spark of greatness, but and same with Ricky Stenhouse Jr. But they're bottom feeders. They're bottom feeders. And maybe Ward Burton was a bottom feeder. Yeah, he was. But you know what? He always showed up in these races, and so do they. But you know what? They're never the best. And I'm tired of seeing this consistent back people winning all the time. Daytona Talladega, Daytona Talladega, same thing over and over. It's a revolving door. We don't have these consistent, really good drivers like Denny Hamlin's, like Joey Logano's, like Brad Keselowski's, like Dale Jr.'s, like Dale Earnhardt's, like Tony Stewart's, even though Tony Stewart never won the Daytona 500. Jeff Gordon. You're not having these. You're not helping the great race, the great American race. You're not helping that with this. You are not. It's a pretty simple fix, everyone. And I don't know why NASCAR isn't doing it. It's frustrating. It's really frustrating as a fan. I'm not really a fan of NASCAR right now. I'm a Kyle Larson fan, I'll tell you that. We can see it by the flag behind me, but he's never really good at these tracks, so it doesn't really bother me. I'm a Ward Burton fan. I was a Casey Kane fan after that, so here's what it is. But I still enjoy watching these races. But it's just a crapshoot. It's no fun to watch. It literally is no fun. No fun to watch. The saving gas, all this bullshit. I get they used to run around on the train. Ooh, yeah, they did. I would rather watch them ride in a train than this 2x2, just no one can go anywhere. Because at least when you're in a single file line, and the Xfinity series does this, you can go watch them. Best series of all 3, hands down. I'm not saying they're the best drivers, but it is the most exciting series, the most real series, the most consistent series. And that's all I'm asking for is consistency. And I'm not even going to get into the caution stuff because I'm tired of harping on NASCAR. They just need to, hire some people that are fucking good and consistent and, just know what they're fucking doing. So, common sense. Pretty simple. So, yeah. Well, what I was saying, they go on a line. Bingo. If you want to pull out and try and pass someone, You can. It's not like you got to have a run in Xfinity Series. You got to have a run. So you got to get a run, and then you can try and slide up and pass them like that, one at a time. At least you can do that. You cannot do that in this car. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. So there you go. It's no longer the Great American Race. Well, you can still call it that. That's fine with me, but it's not a prestigious race. It's not anything great. The weight of the Daytona 500 is almost as equal as winning a championship nowadays. If you win a championship, cool, great, you got a championship. Doesn't really honestly mean shit. There's no prestige in it. There's no like, we won this because we did this all year long. We won this Daytona 500 because we put the effort in and we were the top five best team. And we put ourselves in the best spot. Simple as that. And if you can't understand anything that I said there, well, keep enjoying NASCAR because they're not changing. I'm just making this just, to try and inform people. But other than that, I'll continue to try and inform people. You guys all have a great night. Enjoy your NASCAR. If you like anything else besides NASCAR, Mustard Cat Sports, we do all the sports, all the top sports at least. And check us out.